everybody, my name is Mariana Stolus. Okay, after that I will explain what is neurolinguistics. What is neurolinguistics? Neurolinguistics studies the relations of a language and communication to different aspects of brain function. It tries to explore how the brain understands, produces language and communication. This involves attempting to combine theory from neurology or neuropsychology, how the brain is structured and how it functions. Yeah, it's true. With linguistics theory, how language is structured and how it functions. Human language or communication, speech, hearing, reading, writing, or non-verbal modalities relate to any aspects of the brain or brain functions or brain and language description. The common problem area of many aspects of language or communication to brain functions in this dynamic formulations is related as common questions by Luria in basic problems in neurolinguistics. What are the real processes of formation of verbal communication in its comprehension, and what are the components of these processes and the conditions under which they take place? Have a two interdisciplinary enterprise: linguistics, neuroanatomy, neurology, neuropsychology, philosophy, psychology, psychiatry, speech pathology, and computer science, neurology, anthropology, semester, cognitive science, and artificial intelligence. Those the humanities as well as medical, natural and social science as well as technology are represented. Different views on the relation between brain and language. Localism. Localism tries to find localization or centers in the brain or different language functions. Associationism plays language function in the connections between different areas of brain, making possible associate, for example, perception of different things with words and or concepts. Dynamic localization of functions assumes that functional systems are localized. Some functions perform language functions. Such systems are dynamic, so that they can be reorganized during language development or after a brain domain. Holistics theory considers many language functions as handled by large parts of the brain working together. Evolution-based theories stress the relation between how brain and language evolve over time in different species, how they develop in children, and how adults perform language functions. Acquired language disorders. Acquired language disorders have three: aphasia, acquired disorders, language and memory. Okay? By one, I will explain three acquired language disorders. Aphasia is an acquired language disorder often defined as a vocal lesion of specific areas. Acquired disorder disorders are also caused by progressive neurological diseases. Okay, 3. Language and memory are closely connected and interdependent, especially in complex hypercognitive functions. Developmental language disorders not only acquire language disorders but also developmental language disorders. Disorders that are found in children without a specific lesion even are of interest to neurolinguistic. Neurolinguistic approaches to developmental language disorder, including FLI or specific language disorder and developmental reading and writing problems, including dysplasia, language evolutions, the development of language and speech and prerequisites for language and speech in the evolution of the species also need to be considered by neurolinguistics. The changes in the structure and functions of the brain are compared to the ways of living of different species. Animal communication systems are studied under natural conditions, especially those of primates, and experiments with primates being though human communication systems are carried out. Okay. For neurolinguistics, an essential source of knowledge is the possibility of measuring brain activity during language tasks in normal conditions. Brain static picture of the brain where lesion sites can be seen, such as CT scan, computer tomography scan, which construct a three-dimensional picture of lesions from X-rays of many planes of the brain or MRI, magnetic resonance image is standard information in hospital today. The measurement of dynamic activity in the brain during language passed by methods such as PET, fMRI, and MEG is a relatively new tool. PET, position emotion tomography, fMRI, functional magnetic resonance imaging, MEG, magnetic concepts topology. Okay, psycholinguistics provides the basis for neurolinguistic modeling of processes of foreign language comprehension, linguistic memory, linguistic productions, linguistic acquisition, and linguistic laws. The models can be the basis of computer simulations using serial computer simulations involving so-called artificial neural network or connectionist network are also used. The models are also the basis of offline and online with real-time measurement of processes, experiments of language functions. Localism representatives of the view are Wernicke. Okay, Wernicke, Lichting, and Gaswind. This view is also sometimes called the classical Wernicke, Lichting, and neoclassical Gaswind view.